Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Good evening, everybody. We do welcome you to Bishop Luers High School, and as you can see on your scoreboard, the JV game is still in progress between the Bellmont Lady Braves and the Bishop Luers Knights. Scoreboard does show the Braves leading 27-24. That's where we are right now. We'll be bringing you the varsity game when this JV game is all said and done. Right now, this JV game still has just about 2 minutes left in it. So we'll take an extended break and come back in a little bit. You are watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our portrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, a little update for you. The JV game between Bellmont and Bishop Luers is still in progress, but Bishop Luers has come back to take the lead. They were down by 10 very early in the third quarter, but now with 41.6 seconds left in the fourth, Bishop Luers leads 28-27. Again, that's the JV game. We'll be bringing you the varsity game at the conclusion of the JV game. We're going to keep it live here all the way through the end of the broadcast. That is the plan, as Bishop Luers gets set to host Bellmont. And if this score holds up, that would obviously be a huge win for the JV team. Again, the score is Luers leading 28-27 over Bellmont. And if we get a similar type of game in the varsity game, it could be the surprise of all surprises in Northeast Indiana girls basketball. I almost said Northeast State Conference. Bellmont, of course, plays in the Northeast State Conference. Bishop Luers plays in the SAC. Bellmont, they are your defending Northeast State Conference champions under head coach Andy Heim. Bishop Luers did win state in Class 2A 2 years ago under Mark Pixley, who's now at DeKalb. Mary Hathaway, a former assistant coach, has taken over the program. She's in her second year. Knights are 2-4 to start the season, but they would love nothing more than to get an upset against Bellmont here. And another update for you, there's now 34.6 seconds left in the JV game, with the Knights still leading 28-27, but the Braves are going to the free throw line. They'll be shooting two with a chance to take the lead. Won't give you a full play-by-play of the rest of this game, but I will stick around to let you know what happens on these free throws. First one's good, so we're tied in the JV game at 28. And I can't tell from up here, but I think that's number 14, Ella Schum at the line. She airmailed the second free throw, so it's going to stay a tie ball game, and Luers will get the ball automatically. Rule on a free throw is if the ball does not hit the rim, at least on the second free throw, your opponent just takes over. 34.6 left to play here at Bishop Luers in the JV game. Varsity game to follow. Back in 40 seconds. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our portrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, the JV game's still going here at Bishop Luers. There's 3.5 seconds left in the JV game. I'll just keep it right here. Check that, a timeout. A timeout has been called. And again, I will say that this JV game is tied at 28 apiece. 3.5 seconds are left in the JV game, at least in regulation. So we're either going to have somebody winning at the end of the quarter, end of the regulation. Belmont's got the ball, so either they win it at the end of regulation or Luers gets a turnover and wins on a miraculous shot at the end of the fourth quarter, or the game goes into overtime. So that's what's in store here at Bishop Luers High School for the JV game. What could be in store for the varsity game? Well, it will be pandemonium in this gym if Bishop Luers varsity is able to upset Bellmont. Bishop Luers 2-4, Bellmont 8-1, and Bellmont, of course, won the Northeast State Conference, very competitive Northeast State Conference last year. Bishop Luers coming off a 9-win season, 9-15 was their record under then first-year head coach Mary Hathaway. They're 2-4 so far to start this season, and now Luers has called a timeout. They call a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Court from the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
Just coming out of the timeout as we think we're about to conclude this JV game between the Bishop Luers Knights and the Bellmont Braves. We are here to bring you the varsity game here on SummitCitySports.com and also streaming live on our YouTube channel. Bellmont is going to inbound the ball. They've got 3.5 seconds left, and Bishop Luers just knocked it out of bounds. So Bellmont will keep the ball. Those 0.7 seconds tick off the clock. That was Miley Grube who knocked it out. Shot for the win, spins off. Bellmont had a chance to win the JV game at the buzzer, and the shot spins off the iron. So a minute left on the clock before they start overtime. So the JV game's going into overtime between Bellmont and Luers, and we will have varsity basketball when that JV game gets done. I can see Andy Heim, the head coach for Bellmont, and those Lady Knights, the varsity Knights, standing at the tunnel. Heim kind of moved his head. I don't know exactly what he was thinking there, but he's probably thinking, I got my girls ready to play basketball, but we'll wait another 4 minutes of action before we take them out onto the court. Again, Bishop Luers 2-4 so far this season. Harvest Green, a freshman, is averaging 15 points per game and having a pretty good season, but the Knights trying to put things together as a team. They are, again, 2-4 on the season. Bellmont, they seem to be putting things together, 8-1. They've had things together. 8-1 is their record. They've had things together for quite some time. Andy Heim has built a really good program in his time with the Lady Braves. They won the Northeast 8 Conference last year. Heim has a sectional title in his career. He's won a whole lot of games since taking over at Bellmont, and Bellmont did beat Norwell in the regular season last year, actually swept their way through the NE8, so they had to beat Norwell and Columbia City and everybody else in the conference to win that conference title, but it was in sectional play where Norwell knocked them off. That was at Norwell High School. The Knights got the win in the sectional championship game, moved their way through the rest of the postseason, and then went on to win the state championship game. Bellmont seems to think that they're going to inbound the basketball. That's Hayden DeBolt, a freshman who went over to inbound the ball, but the officials are telling him, no, this is overtime. We got to have a tip-off. And my apologies. It's 3.5 minutes on the clock for the JV game. It would be 4 if this were varsity basketball. We'll be back in a minute and 10 seconds. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com as we await the start of the varsity game at Bishop Luers.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, I do have an update for you now that the JV overtime has started. It is Bishop Luers in the lead. Bellmont was shooting for the lead. Grace Rubel took the shot. And now the Knights with a 31-30 lead. They got a 3 to start the scoring here in OT. Bellmont answered with a 2. That 2-point jumper does not go. And Bishop Luers gets it back. Again, can't give you a full play-by-play, but I can tell you what's going on while we're here. The JV game is in progress. We'll have the varsity game for you when the JV is all said and done. That was a tough look right underneath the basket. I'll give credit to Naira Buchwald as she stuck with it as Luers gets a turnover. They almost got a 3 there. We'll be back in 40 seconds as we get close to the start of the varsity game on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Back here at Bishop Luers High School, 31-30 is the JV score. And it is Bishop Luers who has the lead. Bishop Luers varsity team would love to come away with a victory here against Bellmont. Maybe you're a little excited if you're a Bishop Luers fan because you look at the JV team battling with a team like Bellmont, a team that's had a really good program for quite some time. And you're thinking to yourself, hey, maybe the future's looking bright for Bishop Luers. Just maybe. It was only 2 years ago that the Knights won state, and what ended up being Mark Pixley's final season leading Bishop Luers. Pixley's now the head coach at DeKalb, and might be hard to recognize who he's coaching these days since DeKalb has the same color scheme that Bishop Luers does, the red and black scheme. Now, I'm not sure that the gym looks all that much the same compared to here at Bishop Luers, but the color scheme is exactly the same. Of course, we've got a couple of basketball games going on tonight, including New Haven versus Wayne. Looks like they're getting close to getting started. Haven't started yet, but getting close. And, of course, we've also got high school hockey at the Parkview Sport 1 Ice House, as Bellmont has inbounded the ball with 1.5 minutes to go, and Bellmont just took the lead. So the score here is 32-31 in favor of the Lady Braves, as they're trying to survive a comeback effort by Luers. In this JV game, Luers was down by 10 in the third quarter. Fought back to take the lead, and they got a chance to retake it here, but that was a wild shot. Inside the final minute, and now Luers does take the lead. That was Kennedy Chapin who hit the 3 ball. And we will be back in 1 minute and 10 seconds on SummitCitySports.com as a foul is called on the Knights.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, Bishop Luers just retook the lead. Bellmont had tied the game at the free throw line, and now with 30, clock should be stopped. It does stop after 2 extra seconds tick off the clock. But Bishop Luers did retake the lead at 36-34. The clock currently shows 30.7 seconds. Bellmont turned it over on the inbounds. The officials will bring it to the baseline, but the clock kept running for a few extra seconds. I thought there should have been 32, maybe 33 seconds on the clock when the ball went out, but the officials are not going to look at that clock. Belmont's head coach not happy about that. Right now, Bishop Luers is just looking to hold the basketball, at least dribble it around, maybe force Bellmont to foul. They don't even need to shoot here. Bellmont, on the other hand, has to foul. There's now 15 seconds on the clock. But right now, Chapin is just running around, dribbling time off the clock. And there's the foul with 6.9 seconds, and that took a long time. There's no shot clock in IHSAA basketball, so Bishop Luers, they're fine with the way that possession played out. Kennedy Chapin just dribbled it around for a little bit. Kennedy Chapin, meanwhile, is on the varsity roster as well. She's a sophomore, so you'll probably see her on the court for the varsity game that we're planning to bring in. But the first free throw won't go, so the door's still open for Bellmont to win this game, maybe even force a second overtime. And Belmont's head coach wants a timeout. 6.9 seconds left, and we'll be back in 30 here on SummitCitySports.com.
Court from the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
Well, the update here is 6.9 seconds left. Luers did miss the first free throw. It was Chapin who missed the first free throw. She'll get one more. Bellmont took a timeout. And a 36-34 lead for Bishop Luers. Bellmont has a chance to tie or perhaps win depending on what happens on this free throw. Well, Luers has one more free throw, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe they're just going to have Chapin come up and shoot the free throw. So Luers not keeping anybody around the basket, around the paint. Free throw rims out, so time will tick off the clock. Down to 4 seconds. Double team. That's not going to do it. That is going to do it for the game. Bishop Luers wins the JV game. So the final score here, and I'll call that a semi-play-by-play, what you just got here for the JV game. Bishop Luers wins the JV game 36-34 over the Bellmont Lady Braves. So, a win in overtime for Bishop Luers, and a varsity game yet to come. Bishop Luers, no doubt, is hoping that they can have a similar fate to what the JV game just had. They are celebrating for the JV game. And the home crowd at Bishop Luers is hoping that they get to celebrate because they're taking on the 8-1 Bellmont Braves. And we will be back after this extended break. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, Our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Club Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it, no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, You've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
And welcome back to Bishop Luers High School. We are here for varsity action between the Bellmont Lady Braves and the Lady Knights of Bishop Luers. Now, Luers did win the JV game moments ago. Of course, what happens in the JV game doesn't always indicate what's going to happen in the varsity game, but it gives you a reason to pay attention because Bellmont does have the better record coming into this game. 8-1, Luers is 2-4, but if Luers comes to play like the JV team just did and ends up holding Bellmont to perhaps a low-scoring night, or maybe they have a monster night offensively, then Luers certainly will have a chance in this ball game. Now, this Bellmont team, they do come in at 8-1 overall this season. Their only loss is to Homestead. And Bellmont, of course, was champions of the Northeast 8 Conference last year. Now, they did lose their leading scorer in Emily Blakey, but Bellmont had a very young team last year. A lot of the starters were freshmen and sophomores, so it's really no surprise that Bellmont is once again having a great season. For that reason, and also for the fact that Andy Heim is in his 5th year here at Bellmont. He's had 194 wins, 141 losses in his career at Bellmont. Has a sectional title back in the 2022 season. All that is in Class 3A. Bellmont continues to be a really quality team. And like I said, Emily Blakey no longer here, but there's plenty of talent to be had, especially the Blakey sisters, the ones that remain on the roster. Marianne Blakey so far comes into this game averaging 11.4 points per game. She's a sophomore. And her sister Ashley Blakey, also a sophomore, is the leading scorer. She averages 14.6 points per game. And you also have players like Oni Krickeberg and Lainey French contributing as well. Those two girls averaging just over 8 points per game on the season. Kate Kitson only averaging 6.3 points per game, but she's a player who can get it going at just about any moment for these the Lady Braves, I beg your pardon. I did reach out to head coach Andy Heim and asked him how well the players have bought in. Since it's a whole lot of sophomores and juniors contributing for the Braves, his response was, honestly, the girls have been buying into everything we do since 4th grade. They're a group that is dedicated to the sport, but also dedicated to one another, which is why coaching this team is so much fun. They truly love the game and love each other, so that makes my job pretty easy. Well, Andy Heim's job last year was to guide a team to the Northeast State Conference Championship, which he did. He's hoping he can do that this year, but this is a non-conference game against Bishop Luers. We've got about 11 minutes left until this game gets underway. Talk a little bit more about Bishop Luers when we come back. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Bishop Luers getting ready to host Bellmont here at Bishop Luers High School. This is high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com. And again, the JV game went into overtime. It was won by Bishop Luers. So you wonder, is that an indication that maybe we're going to see a good battle from Bishop Luers here in the varsity game? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We'll have to wait and see on that end. Now, Bishop Luers this season is 2-4 so far. Not quite the start they wanted. The wins coming against Southside and Mississinawa. Losses against Whitco, Eastside, DeKalb, and Central Noble. DeKalb is where former Luers head coach Mark Pixley is now coaching at. And you probably hardly recognize that he ever left because DeKalb, of course, has the black and red color scheme, same that they do here at Bishop Luers. Mary Hathaway did coach under Mark Pixley, and she's now in her second year as the head coach at Bishop Luers. She would have been on that staff that won the state championship 2 years ago, and she's trying to get this program going back in the right direction. Hathaway now in her second year as head coach, and one of the players that she has that's doing a great job this year is Harvest Green. She's a freshman averaging 15.2 points per game. She's also leading the Knights in rebounding. She's got 8.2 per game and leading them in assists as well. She averages 3.4 points per game. And somebody else to pay attention to on the Bishop Luers side is Trinity Brown. Trinity Brown averaging 2.4 steals per game, so you can expect that she's going to be a stingy defender, whoever she might be defending as this game goes on. So Bishop Luers certainly has some quality players, especially Green and Brown. We did see some quality play from Kennedy Chapin in the JV game, and she is on the varsity roster, so we'll see if she gets in and what she brings to the table should she get on the court. I did ask head coach Mary Hathaway a little bit about Harvest Green, and she said, quote, Harvest is off to a great start this year. She is really coming into her own as we grow during this season as a team. She is effective because she is a strong attacking guard who also rebounds well. She also has great footwork around the basket, end quote. Those are the words from Luers head coach Mary Hathaway about Harvest Green coming into this game against the Bellmont Braves. These two coaches had a little bit to say about each other's team. I'll give you their thoughts in just a moment. We're back after 30 seconds. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
From the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
6.5 minutes to go until we get this varsity game underway between Bellmont and Bishop Luers. Again, if you're wondering why we're starting so late, it's because the JV game went into overtime, and it was Bishop Luers who won that game. Now, both these coaches gave their thoughts to me in my pregame emails with the two of them. Here are the thoughts from Andy Heim, the head coach from Bellmont. He said, quote, any away SAC game is going to be a challenge. We will have to take care of the ball and be focused on defense to have success. Now, taking care of the ball, no doubt, is always a point of emphasis, especially considering that in the JV game, there were plenty of moments, especially down the stretch, where Bellmont did not take care of the ball. It led to turnovers that ultimately helped Luers close it out. On the Bishop Luers side, Mary Hathaway said this, quote, Bellmont is a very good team, and she put that word very in all caps. Top ranked in 3A for a reason. They are well coached and play a fast-paced, hard-nosed style of basketball. They have a point guard who can score at all three levels along with a strong post presence. They look for open teammates and are consistently moving on offense. Defensively, they get after it for 32 minutes. We expect it to be a challenge, but are excited to have the opportunity to play against great competition. We are a young team that's missing 3 players due to injury, but we are going to play hard and have to take care of the ball if we want to have some success and can only grow from playing top teams in the state. Well, with that, it is time to get a few words in from our sponsors. It's because of our sponsors that we're able to do all these games that we do here on SummitCitySports.com. That includes the folks at Big Eyed Fish. They've been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you to find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. And speaking of training, it is that time of year again. Always 100 Basketball presents Holiday Hoops. for boys and girls, grades K through 8. You'll get to work on dribbling, passing, shooting, and defense. Camps go from December 29th through the 31st. You'll get New Year's Day off and then get right back at it on January 2nd. That will be the last day of the camps. Morning sessions go from 9 to 11 a.m., afternoon sessions 4 to 6 p.m. It all takes place at the Parkview Sport One Fieldhouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. For more information, visit www.always100basketball.net/registration-1. We always appreciate the good folks at Always 100 Basketball and the work they do to train these athletes. A lot of the athletes that you get to watch here on SummitCitySports.com came through Always 100, and of course, some athletes that have gone on to have really good college careers, and in some cases good NBA careers, and in some cases good business careers after sports went through Always 100 Basketball. V.J. Beecham, the former New Haven star who went on to play at Notre Dame, was an Always 100 guy. David Edja, really good basketball player from Carroll who went on to play at St. Francis, went through Always 100. And Caleb Swanigan also went through Always 100. Of course, Biggie, a great career at Homestead, great career at Purdue. Unfortunately, lost his life very early. And, of course, if you're a member of the Swanigan family or if you knew Caleb, certainly feel you're certainly in our prayers. You know, his loss was not just a few days ago, but sometimes things like that linger when you lose a loved one, lose a friend, and certainly those who knew Caleb certainly have not forgotten him. So we've got about 2 minutes to go until this game gets underway. Again, Bellmont and Luers taking the court in varsity. The JV game went into overtime, and Luers got the win in that JV game. Final score, I believe, was 36-34 when it was all said and done. I think I can give you an update on some scores of games going on right now. We've got one other basketball game going on right now. That's New Haven versus Wayne. Right now it's Wayne leading 3-0. That's only Wayne's second game of the season, but New Haven just got a stop, and they got a chance to get on the board right on this possession. New Haven 2-1, trying to bounce back from that loss to Blackhawk Christian back on Friday. We've also got some hockey action on SummitCitySports.com. I'll try to pull up what's going on in hockey right now. We've got Carroll versus Homestead going on right now. I'll give you a score here in just a second. Try to check it on YouTube, and sometimes you got to go through the ads to check it. But now they've got the score up, and Homestead's leading that one 4-0 in the second period. And they might have just added to it, unless that's Carroll who just scored. Nope, it was Homestead. Or was it Carroll? Scoreboard says Homestead up 4-0. Homestead's in the white shirts. It looked like one of the guys in black shirts for Carroll just scored, but scoreboard showing 4-0. Well, meanwhile, we're about to have the national anthem and the announcement of the starting lineups and probably also a pregame prayer here at Bishop Luers High School. This is one of two Catholic high schools in the city of Fort Wayne. So we will keep it right here, but the announcer is going to pause here on SummitCitySports.com.
conference battle. Please against on the scoreboard, the Bellmont Braves and your Bishop Luers of the Lady Knights. Starters, first for the visitors from Bellmont. At guard, number 3, Kate Gibson. At guard, number 15, Ollie Cooper. At guard, number 21, Lady Frank. At guard, number 22, Ashley Blicky. And at guard, number 25, Marianne Blicky. The Ravens are coached by Mr. Andrew. And now starters. Starters for your Bishop Luers on the Lady Knights. 5'7" senior point guard. Sophomore playing guard, number 11, Luers. 5'8" freshman playing guard, number 22, Harvest Green. And number 12, freshman, 5'11", Tasia Ensley.
There you have it, the announcement of the starting lineups here at Bishop Luers High School, as the Luers Knights are looking to make it a double dose of upsets here tonight against the Bellmont Lady Braves. Luers beat the Braves in JV basketball. That was just moments ago in overtime. That's the reason we're just getting started now here at 8 p.m. But we'll see what the varsity game has in store. It looks like it's Harvest Green versus Marianne Blakey. Blakey is 6 foot flat. She's listed as the center, and we are underway. It is Blakey who wins the opening tip into Kate Kitson's hands. Kitson really good at running things at the point, as now Ashley Blakey gets a touch. Ashley's about 5'9", just 3 inches shorter than her sister Marianne. The dish outside to Oni Krickeberg. Down the baseline, pull-up shot is good. And I believe that was Blakey. Marianne Blakey makes the basket. Harvest Green trying to go quick down the floor. She gets it across the timeline. Green sets the screen for Trinity Brown. Brown dangerous on the defensive side, and she hands that to Elise Jones. Jones trying to go to work against Krickeberg. Feeds it inside. Green is fouled, and the basket will count. Harvest Green got a lot of excitement from her teammate Addie Warner, and she'll go to the line. Harvest Green averaging 15 points per game this season. She's a freshman. We've become used to seeing freshmen play at a high level in this area. Ashley Blakey, who's currently the leading scorer for Bellmont coming into this game, was scoring at a high total as a freshman last year. Kate Kitson comes across the timeline for Bellmont. She finds Marianne Blakey. Blakey toward the baseline, feeds it back outside. Loose ball. Blakey to the deck, and does Luers have it? Looks like they do. It's going to be a jump ball, so Luers will have it because the possession arrow goes their way. Bishop Luers showing some scrappiness early on as Mary Hathaway is trying to get her girls set in the right place. Looks like Bellmont may put on a little pressure. Brown across the timeline, almost lost track of the ball. One of the keys coming into this game, according to Mary Hathaway, was you got to protect the basketball against this Bellmont team. A little screen and roll action, and traveling is called on the inside. Looked like Ensley was the one who committed the travel. That's Tasia Ensley, a freshman getting the start. One of 2 freshmen getting the start for Bishop Luers. We also got Elise Jones, a sophomore, and Trinity Brown, a junior, and Addie Warner, a senior. Blakey able to recover her own dribble. Left-hander, that might have been blocked. And the Knights come away with it. Harvest Green into the paint. Trying to take it all the way, but that's a wild shot. Offensive board kept alive by Ensley. Brown, the catch and shoot three. It won't fall. Warner right there. She lost it, but it's off of Kitson. Caitlin Barton, the sophomore, will check in for Bellmont. There's only one senior on the Bellmont roster. That's Bree Converset. Other than that, a lot of sophomores and juniors. That's nearly poked away. Ensley able to keep it alive. Here's Jones looking for help. Little backdoor cut. Green to the basket, scores. Harvest Green gives Luers the early lead. Caitlin Barton gets her first touch on the offensive end. Three ball on its way from Kitson, and it wouldn't fall. Elise Jones has the rebound for Luers. Cross-court pass to Brown. Trinity Brown trying to spin in, and they say she walked, and from here it looked like she may have moved her pivot foot. I think that's what got the call. .5:15 left to go here in quarter number one. Bellmont down by 2 early on. Kitson brings it outside and finds Barton. Laney French cuts down the baseline. Krickeberg for three, and it's good. Oni Krickeberg gives Bellmont the lead. They just get the ball to Harvest Green. Corner three on the way, short. Offensive board, Warner, and she's fouled on the way up. Looked like she was in the act of shooting, so Addie Warner will go to the free throw line. 4:41 left to play. As the Knights try to retie this game and maybe even take the lead. Warner gets the first one to fall. Here's a look at Harvest Green's drive to the basket. Good feed, and Green from a tough angle able to get that one to go. She was almost right underneath the backboard. Warner missed it. That was for the lead. And Krickeberg with the rebound. Kitson. That's Brown harassing her on the defensive end. Brown's dangerous. She leads this team in steals coming into this game. That's blocked by Green. Harvest Green, the freshman, with the rejection. It will stay Bellmont basketball. Oh, we got a foul. Ensley called for the foul. Oni Krickeberg will go to the free throw line. And Krickeberg does give the lead back to Bellmont. She had a three earlier in this ball game that gave Bellmont the lead at the time. She's got 4 points in the game so far to lead all Brave scorers and rattles home the second one. Green feeds it across to Warner. Green gets it into the paint. Running shot, no good. Warner keeps it alive. She's blocked. Kept alive for a moment, but not for long. Ashley Blakey, the runner, missed it. Offensive board pulled down by Barton. That was a tough shot, blocked by Mytasia Ensley. And Luers will come the other way. Here's Green. Green spinning around, but couldn't finish. And again, here come the Braves in transition. Three ball on its way. Krickeberg rolls it in. That's 2 triples already for Oni Krickeberg. There's that 1-2-2 zone press. Bellmont has used this a lot so far. Green comes across the timeline. Ensley dribbles in. Too strong. Offensive board. Warner puts it in. Addie Warner has been working that glass. She's done it all night long. Here comes Barton. Zips it outside. Blakey banks it in. It's Marianne Blakey. Here's that 1-2-2 zone press. Green able to make the catch. Find a teammate, and the 3-ball goes. It's Brown. Trinity Brown. Back the other way come the Knights, and they score quick. That's Blakey, Marianne Blakey with the bucket, and a timeout taken by Mary Hathaway. Marianne Blakey off to a good start in this one. She's got 6 points, but Bishop Luers keeping this one close. Right now, a player to watch out for on the Bellmont side is Oni Krickeberg. Show you her latest bucket. It was a 3-ball, one of 2 threes that she's hit in this ball game. Oni with plenty of space at the top of that key, and she's able to roll home that 3-ball to give Bellmont a 5-point lead at the moment. But right now that lead is 4. And again, if you're just joining us, Luers won the JV game in overtime. So the varsity game, or varsity team at Luers trying to ride some momentum perhaps and pull off an upset. Belmont's 8-1, but the Knights turn this one over. Hadley Chafee has checked into the game for Bellmont. Corner 3 for Kitson, too strong. Battle for it and off of Blakey, and it goes out of bounds. That's the Luers student section. About to say, got to give that basketball up. With 2:17 to go, the Knights take over. Trailing only by 4. Poked away, but recovered by Warner. Warner tries to slip it off and gets it to Green, who scores. Addie Warner with a good find on that possession. Shot fake by Blakey. Blakey leaning in, missed the shot. And Elise Jones has the rebound for Luers. They can tie or take the lead on this possession. That ball goes out of bounds off of Bellmont. Luers will keep it with 1:46 left in the first quarter. They just do get it in. That's Natalie Stover in off the bench. Green. Jones finds Green inside the paint. Warner. Jones almost had it knocked away by French. Brown is open for 3, but short. And the Braves come away with it. Here comes Kitson down the floor. Just gets it to Lainey French. Blakey will fire a 3. It's good. Emily Blakey. Make that Ashley Blakey, younger sister of Emily. Double team comes, and that's going to be a travel on Harvest Green. With Luers down 7 and 50.9 to go. Check that, they're down 5. Bellmont has 17 points. They could go up by 7 or 8 on this possession, though. Bellmont can hold for the final shot of the quarter. There's no shot clock in IHSAA basketball. We'll see how they play this out. Barton to the top of the key. Blakey, pull-up jumper, too strong. Offensive board. Hadley Chafee, she missed it. Check that, it's Caffey, not Chafee. There's no H in her last name. We get a jump ball. The arrow keeps it with Bellmont. .33 seconds. Andy Heim will send in a sub. That is Marianne Blakey, who returns to the action. She'll give Caffey a breather. Blakey lost it. Brown came up with it. Brown across the timeline, racing to the paint. Leaning in, she scores. Trinity Brown deposits some loose change. That was Green knocking the ball away. It's going to stay with Bellmont. 18.6 seconds left. Bellmont again can hold for the final shot, but they're going to go quick. Blakey too strong. And right in good position was Harvest Green. 10 seconds. Luers can make this a 1-point game or tie it with a 3. Brown had it knocked away. And the clock's going to run out. That shot would not have counted had it gone off of Caitlin Barton. But we will go to the second quarter after this break on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Well, we're ready to start the second quarter here at Bishop Luers. Looks like they've already started the second quarter at Wayne High School, just about 5 minutes away from here. That's New Haven leading 21-15 over Wayne. And we got a foul here. It's going against the Braves as the Knights start with the basketball at the beginning of the second quarter. Marianne Blakey called for the foul. That is her first of the game as Green looks to inbound, and she gets it in to Brown. Brown across the timeline, gets it over to Green. The feed inside. Extra pass outside for Bischoff. Addison Bischoff, the freshman. Looking for Green. High off the glass, too strong. Lainey French right there for the rebound. French to her left. Goes to the paint and feeds it outside to Krickeberg. Barton from the free throw line. Couldn't bank it home. Offensive board by French. And that's going to be a foul. Krickeberg came up with it. No, timeout. Timeout called by Bellmont. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a break right along with them here on SummitCitySports.com. Back in 40 seconds.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
It is Bellmont basketball. 7:18 left to go here in quarter number 2. And a closer game than you might have expected. Luers came into this game 2-4 overall. Bellmont is 8-1. Their only loss was to Homestead. And they are, of course, reigning Northeast State Conference champions. Playing a non-conference game tonight as French feeds it to the left. Krickeberg has Bischoff guarding her. Feeds it outside. That's Kitson. Kate Kitson spins and feeds to Krickeberg. Blakey up with the shot. Banks it in. Marianne Blakey up to 8 points in the ball game. Green feeds it to the wing. They go outside to Trinity Brown. Brown on the attack, loses the ball. Green's right there to pick it up. Feeds it against the double team, and the shot is good. Natalie Stover Driving through the paint is Blakey, Ashley Blakey, and she draws the foul. And Ashley will go to the free throw line. She's got just 3 points in this ball game. Ashley Blakey does lead Bellmont in scoring coming into this ball game. She'll hit the first one. Ashley's got 4 points. Her sister Marianne so far has 8. Oni Krickeberg has a pair of threes as Blakey goes 2 for 2 from the stripe there. She's got 5 points in the game. Stolen right off the inbound, and French! Lainey French hits the pull-up jumper. Double team comes, and that's going to be a foul. We're going to get Kitson for that one. Bellmont starting to get a little stingy here in quarter number 2. They almost had back-to-back takeaways. Instead, it's Luers' ball, and that was nearly a takeaway. Green able to secure it, and she walls off Blakey in the meantime. Spinning in, Trinity Brown. The floater comes up short, and Lainey French secures it. Krickeberg from the corner missed the 3 ball. Blakey trying to chase it down. She stepped out, I believe. She did. Luers basketball. Tasia Ensley will check back in for Bishop Luers. Wayne was down when I checked moments ago. They fought back to take the lead, 27-25. That game's still in the second quarter. We've got a lot of time to go in the second quarter. That's off Bellmont as Blakey knocks it out, and it will stay with Bishop Luers. They still got to go the full length of the floor to create a scoring chance. With the 1-2-2 zone press that Bellmont has used, they're looking to force the Knights to turn this thing over. Crossover there by Brown. Brown looked like she was going to have a screen. I think that was Ensley there waiting for, and now we're going to get a 5-second violation called against Bishop Luers, so they turn it over. Caitlin Barton will check in for the Bellmont Braves. Five and a half left to go here in quarter number 2. Bellmont getting a little battle from Bishop Luers, certainly more than they might have expected, although Luers did win the JV game. Kitson has to get it out of trouble. The 7-point lead is the largest lead that Bellmont has had. That's going to be a foul as Blakey was trying to get free. Mary Hathaway wants a travel called, and she's not getting it. Natalie Stover will check in off the Luers bench with 5:13 to go here in the second quarter. Short inbound. That's Blakey down the baseline. But she missed the shot. She had all kinds of space. Krickeberg long on the 3. Comes down to Warner. That was a great look, and Blakey couldn't knock it down. And that was a question of whether or not Krickeberg got her hand on the ball. They say she did not. And it will be Bellmont basketball. 4:57 to go in the first half. 2 fouls apiece here in the second quarter as Kitson will hand that one off. French missed the 3 ball. Offensive board, Barton almost threw it away. French was there. Almost turned it over again. Krickeberg. This time she hits it. There's Krickeberg's 3rd triple of the game. And there's that pressure again from Bellmont. Warner with Kitson on her. Green able to work her way across the timeline. Defender falls down. Brown to the paint. Had it poked away at first, but still scored. Impressive move by Trinity Brown, taking advantage of the fallen defender. To the corner for Kitson. Extra pass, Barton. Long on the 3. Blakey banks it in. Marianne Blakey. And a timeout called by Luers. Full timeout. That's Luers' second timeout of the ball game. Oni Krickeberg with 11 points. Marianne Blakey now with 10. I'm going to show you a couple of replays. These replays are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Krickeberg had struggled to find her shot early in the second quarter, but she did have 2 threes in the first quarter. Got a great look here. Defenders a little bit late closing, and Krickeberg able to knock down that triple. Now Trinity Brown with a smart play here takes advantage of the defender falling down and takes it to the rim and scores. Got it back down to an 8-point game. However, there would be an answer from the Bellmont Braves. They nearly got another 3 instead. It was Blakey with the offensive board and the putback. Meanwhile, they're tied over at Wayne. Well, not anymore, it looks like. Looks like Uriah Williams just hit a go-ahead shot. Whether that's a 3 or a 2. Scoreboard still shows 34 all. And now 37-34 in favor of Wayne. New Haven had tied it, so it's got the look of a back-and-forth game. That's Natalie Stover coming across the timeline. Just gets it to Addison Bischoff. That ball got poked away. It's recovered by Green. Jones able to find Stover. Green, the crossover, working on Blakey. Had it ripped away. Ashley Blakey with the steal. Lining up for 3 is Kitson, but did she walk? Yes, she did. Shuffled the feet. It's going the other way. And Bishop Luers will take over down by 10. This 10-point deficit is the largest deficit that Luers has faced in this game. Keep in mind, though, the JV game saw the Knights fall behind by 10 and come back to win. Barton coming down the floor, had it ripped away. Did she step out of bounds? It's going to be called a jump ball. The arrow will keep it with Bellmont. As we've got 3:09 left to go in this first half. Wayne now up 40-34. That's against New Haven again. Tough shot, blocked. Offensive board, Blakey. Count it, and 1. Ashley Blakey working hard on the glass. And it's a 3-point play for Ashley Blakey. She was averaging double figures as a freshman last year. She's got 8 points today. She's averaging 14 points per game as a sophomore. Her sister Marianne having a great game, having a great season as well. Marianne's got 10, Ashley's got 8. As Trinity Brown tries to find space, that ball's knocked away. They're going to say Bellmont ball. I thought that Bellmont touched that last. The officials do not agree, though. .241 left to go here in half number 1. Bellmont takes over up by 13. This is their largest lead of the game. Luers was able to battle with them and even had some lead changes in the first quarter. Blakey feeds that one over to Kitson. Into the paint, tough shot, hanging. It won't go for Blakey. And they're going to say white ball. It goes to Luers as Caitlin Barton was unable to save it. But now Bellmont will set up their press with a stoppage in play. They just get it in, and that one kind of trickled I thought off the foot of Caffey, and now the call is Luers basketball. Initially it was called Bellmont ball, and now they give it back to Luers. I think that is the right call. Looked like that ball went off the foot of Caffey before it went out. Inbound goes to Green. Green across the timeline. Brown had a little trouble with it. She's able to recover. Back outside to Brown, into the paint. Brown leaning, wild shot, out off of Bellmont. Was blocked by the Braves, and it goes out. So the Knights keep possession, down 13. To reset my foul total, it's 3 fouls on Bishop Luers so far in this game to 2 for Bellmont. Inbound goes to Jones. Harvest Green trying to make her move, and she puts it in. Not an easy shot, but Green makes it count. 8 points for Green, and back the other way, Ashley Blakey with the blow-by. Give her 10 on the night. And there's that press from Bellmont. Green got tangled up. That's a jump ball. Mary Hathaway wanted a foul called. Luers is going to get the ball on the jump ball. But check that, Bellmont is. And now the officials are saying it is Luers' ball. The arrow said that it was Bellmont ball, but I thought I remember Bellmont getting the last jump ball. But what Mary Hathaway was arguing there was that she thought it should have been a foul against the Braves, which would have given Luers the ball at the next jump ball. Inbound to no man's land. Only one there is Barton, but she missed. Hustle to the deck as Brooklyn Gray goes after the loose ball, and that jump ball will keep it with Bellmont. Andy Heim trying to make sure his girls get to the right spot. Mary Hathaway trying to do the same with hers. Blakey, spin move, too strong off the glass, but an offensive board, and then ripped away. Arcelia Sanchez with a takeaway, and wide open is Sanchez. The three won't fall. Warner tried to rip it away, and that's going to be Luers basketball. A jump ball with 1:09 to go. Like the hustle from the Knights, they are down 13, but not giving up on any play here in this second quarter. Harvest Green will inbound for Luers. Looking for some help. She finds it. That's Jones. Back to Green. It's blocked, but she's fouled. So Harvest Green will go to the free throw line. They call it on Hadley Caffey. And Harvest able to knock down her first free throw. It's 9 points for Harvest Green. At least that's how I have it. And they do have it that way on the scoreboard here. Long on the second one. And Bellmont takes over. Laney French driving, feeds it outside. Blakey with the left hand. Marianne Blakey has 12 points in the ball game. I was knocked out by Blakey. And this ball will stay with Luers. 50.5 seconds left to play here in the first half. Long time to get it in, and Barton harassing the inbound, gets the takeaway. That's poked away, but recovered by French. Blakey sets the screen for her, and an offensive foul. Moving screen on Blakey. That'll give the ball back to Luers, and the next foul on Bellmont, should it happen here in the second quarter, would put Luers at the line for double bonus. Inbound to Green. Green with Blakey on her. 34 seconds left. Over to Brown. Brown looking for help. She's got Green down low. Nice ups by Green to make that catch, and she draws the foul. Green kind of looked like a 6'5" tight end making that catch. Show you this catch in just a moment after this first free throw, which is good. Replays, of course, are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Watch Green go up to get this pass. This is not an easy pass at all, but Green made it count. She got tall and put it in, and she did get both free throws while you were away for just a moment there. Elvis Green now has 10 points. A 12-point lead for the Bellmont Braves. 15 seconds left. Barton hands that off to Krickeberg. Krickeberg has had the hot hand from deep tonight for the Bellmont Braves. Kitson will hand that one off to Blakey. Blakey with a long two, too strong, offensive board. Krickeberg got it back up, but that was nowhere near the basket. She had defenders all around her, maybe trying to draw a foul. But at the end of the first half, it's a 12-point game. Bellmont does have a pretty good-sized lead, but maybe you were thinking it'd be even bigger by the time we got to halftime. Instead, it's 35-23. And we're back. Well, we're going to stay right here for now, get some words in from our sponsors. Of course, it is because of our sponsors that we're able to do all the games that we do on SummitCitySports.com. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260 Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. It is Bellmont with the lead at halftime, but a 12-point lead for the Lady Braves, 35-23 your score. It was a little closer at the end of the first quarter. I believe it was a 3-point game at that point. Luers has fought hard, but Bellmont able to pull away there in that second quarter. We'll be back after a minute and 10 seconds. You're watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
A 35-23 lead for the Bellmont Braves over the Bishop Luers Knights. As we will get a quick word in from our sponsors. It's because of our sponsors that we are able to do all the games that we do here on SummitCitySports.com. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana, we are LIUNA. Now that we're at halftime, I'll go ahead and give you the leading scorers for this game. Leading scorer so far for Bellmont is Marianne Blakey with 11 points so far. Oni Krickeberg has 11. Ashley Blakey has 10. Lainey French has 2 so far. Adds up to 35 points for the Bellmont Lady Braves, and they are up by 12. For Bishop Luers, Harvest Green so far has 11 points in the ball game, 7 for Trinity Brown, 3 for Addie Werner, 2 for Natalie Stover. Those stats are unofficial, but those are the scoring leaders that I have so far in this ball game. And 6:13 left to go until we start the third quarter. Bishop Luers gave a good battle in the first half. However, Bellmont was able to pull away in the second quarter. And a lot of that was because of the 1-2-2 zone press that Bellmont was able to use and made things difficult for Luers as the game started to go on. Got one more word to get in from our sponsors before we go any further here on SummitCitySports.com. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Quick look at what's coming up next for both of these two teams. For Bellmont, they will take on East Noble. That'll be on the road this coming Friday at a 7:30 tip over there in Kendallville. East Noble just knocked off Northrop. They're a one-loss team at this point, East Noble is. For Bishop Luers, they'll be right back here again to take on the Northrop Bruins on Friday night. And then Tuesday night, they will take on the Snyder Panthers. Again, that's right back here at Bishop Luers High School as the Knights will round out a 5-game homestand on Tuesday when they take on Snyder. And they'll go on the road to take on Homestead, the first of 3 straight road games before the Christmas holiday. Check in on a couple other scores while we've got a chance. We do know that hockey is in action. Now, last I saw, Carroll was leading that one 6-1, and it looked like it was in the third period. Last time I checked New Haven versus Wayne, it was Wayne with the lead. Try to get you a score here in just a second. So I've got the game pulled up. And it is 44-38 Wayne at halftime there at Wayne High School. We'll have more basketball from Wayne coming up this Friday as the Generals take on Snyder in doubleheader action. Girls will play at 6 o'clock and the boys will play at about 7:30 thereabouts, depending on what time they get done with the girls' game. Those doubleheader nights are always interesting. You know, they have a plan of when each game is supposed to start, but sometimes those start times get delayed. Sometimes they end up starting a little early if that first game ends up going rather short, or a running clock or something like that. Be back after this as Bellmont leads Luers 35-23 here on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
One of the players who has been a star tonight for the Bellmont Lady Braves is Marianne Blakey. We'll go ahead and show you one of her buckets. Marianne Blakey with 12 points in this ball game. She's 6 foot flat. She's been doing a lot of her work on the interior, as you would expect. As you saw a bucket right there from Blakey. These replays are brought to you by by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Of course, you can see them here on SummitCitySports.com. Got another replay to show you before we go to our next break. A little fast break opportunity for the Bellmont Braves. And they get the blow-by bucket for Laney Fred. Check that, it's Ashley Blakey. Ashley Blakey also scoring in double figures for this game. She averages 14 points per game as a sophomore, and she was scoring at a high level even as a freshman for the Lady Braves when they won their NE8 title a year ago. That was a very young Bellmont team, and they were able to come together and win the conference. But New Haven, Norwell, who had a lot more experience, primarily juniors and sophomores, went on to win the sectional championship against Bellmont. Now Norwell's playing at a very high level. And I believe they don't play against Bellmont until January. Yeah, January 17th at the Castle is when Norwell will take on Bellmont. So it won't be till well after the Christmas holiday when the Lady Braves go from Decatur to Ossian to take on the Norwell Knights. But Could be a very fun game when that game comes around. They will take on the East Noble Knights, Bellmont will, this coming Friday at the Big Blue Pit in Kendallville. East Noble girls team off to a really good start so far this year. We've got 1 minute left until this second half gets underway. We're back after 30 seconds on SummitCitySports.com.
Court from the PSM Sports Therapy. I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
Getting ready to start the second half between the Lady Braves of Bellmont and the Lady Knights of Bishop Luers. Of course, the fouls reset at the end of each half. Not only that, they reset at the end of each quarter. So got to get those rearranged, and now we have, as Bellmont will start with the basketball. And they'll have to reset the clock as well. And they just did. Reset it to 8 minutes per quarter. So Bellmont takes over up by 12. Bishop Luers has put up some good fight. Now, I will remind you that the JV game saw Luers down by 10 in the third quarter. The Knights came all the way back to win that one. Leaning in is Blakey, and she's fouled with 10 seconds gone by here in the third quarter. Looks like they got Elise Jones, her second. And Marianne Blakey will go to the free throw line. She's got 12 points to lead all Bellmont scorers so far in this one. And a little distraction probably from the student section. Somebody made a sounded something like a horn. Second one coming. Same sound again. 0 for 2. Ashley Blakey able to keep it alive. French drives and kicks. 3 ball on its way. Too strong. Another offensive board by Ashley Blakey. Krickeberg feeds it over to Kitson. Blakey fires the 3, and it's good. Ashley Blakey from downtown. Give her 13 for the ball game. That's her second triple. Bellmont not really pressing this time. They had a chance to set up some pressure. Instead, they go with a straight man-to-man. They give to Harvest Green. Harvest Green has 11 points. And she's a freshman, 5'8" guard, playing at a very high level this year. Jones trying to spin around, trying to go to work against Krickeberg. Mary Hathaway trying to get her players to cut. Brown with French on her. French got a hand on it and got the takeaway. Laney French creates the turnover. Tries to slip it through, and it's stolen right back by Green. Or is that Brown? And then it's poked back by French into the hands of Krickeberg. Left-hand shot won't go. And the Knights come down with it, but they're going to call Brown for traveling. She caught the ball and then went to the deck. .6:26 left to go here in quarter number 3. Knocked away, out of bounds, off Luers. They're trying to get it to Blakey, Marianne Blakey. And Kate Kitson will inbound for the Braves. She gets it into Blakey. Ashley Blakey. Got it to French, but she bobbled the pass at first. Poked away and stolen. Green caused the turnover. Here comes Brown, but stolen right back by the Braves. It's Blakey. Ashley Blakey. Laney French cut off by Green. Krickeberg has a good look. Couldn't hit that one. She's hit 3 triples, but how about the hustle by Krickeberg to keep the play alive? Ashley Blakey, or check that, that's Kitson. Kate Kitson was thinking about firing the 3. Instead, she hands it to French. I thought Krickeberg might try again. Instead, puts it on the deck. Kitson drives. In a crowd, loses the ball. Blakey's right there. And she is fouled along the baseline. Addie Warner called for the foul. Second team foul on the Lady Knights. Addison Bischoff will check in for Bishop Luers. Kitson feeds that one over to Blakey. Blakey off glass, no good, but she's fouled. That's Marianne Blakey going to the line. And it looks like the foul is on Bischoff. Addison Bischoff, her first of the game. That's already 3 team fouls against Luers here in this third quarter. It's a quarter that's so far only seen 3 points scored. But Blakey will get one more free throw with 5:27 left in the quarter. Got it. 1 for 2 goes Blakey. And Marianne Blakey now has 13 points. Baseball-style pass stolen away by Krickeberg. Krickeberg fouled from behind. That's going to go on Elise Jones. And that's already the 4th team foul against Bishop Luers. Comes with 5:22 to go. Mary Hathaway wants a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Do have one replay I can show you. So far, there's only been one made shot from the field in this game. But you're about to see it right here. Ashley Blakey gets to 13 points for the game and hits her second 3 of the game to put Bellmont up by 15. They're now up 16. This 16-point lead is their largest lead of the game. We'll check in on what's going on elsewhere in high school sports in Northeast Indiana. I do know that Warsaw is in town. They're taking on the Carroll Chargers. Warsaw's having a great season. New Haven and Wayne are tied at 51. Great ball game going on just about 5 minutes away from here. That's where I'll be on Friday night as Wayne takes on Snyder in doubleheader action. Girls at 6, boys at 7:30 as we get a foul called against the Knights. That was Harvest Green. Only her first personal, but it is the 5th team foul. First free throw did go down. That is Marianne Blakey, who's up to 14 points for the game. Second one rims out, and Green rips away the board. Green trying to go through traffic. Feeds it down the floor, and that is off the hands of Stover before it goes out. 5:09 left to go in quarter number 3. That New Haven team I was talking about had a tough loss against Blackhawk Christian where they had to play from behind a whole lot. Trying to bounce back on the road at Wayne tonight. Tough shot, it was blocked. Blakey took the shot. Warner with some nice hustle, but she knocks it out of bounds. Wayne, meanwhile, just one game under their belts. It was a dominating win against Leo, although the domination really didn't happen until the second half. Feed inside, left-handed shot, French. Laney French able to spin it in. Just the second made field goal of the half. And a poke on the other side of the floor. Caitlin Barton causes the takeaway. She finds French. French brings it back out. Barton wanted to line it up, instead goes mid-range. No good. Kitson finds Blakey. She missed it, but she's fouled. And Marianne Blakey will go to the line to shoot 2. That's the 6th team foul against Bishop Luers here in this third quarter. And again, the 5th team foul already puts you at the line for double bonus. That's one thing Blakey's had a little trouble with is the free throws in this game. All in all, she's playing pretty well. She scored 14 points, leads all scorers. New Haven and Wayne are now tied at 53. Got a fun finish coming on at Wayne High School. Second free throw is good, and Bellmont will take a 20-point lead. Blakey gets to 15 points for the game. Bellmont just going to play a straight man-to-man as Green goes quick down the floor, and that's a self-inflicted turnover. Green just lost the handle, and the Braves take over. French fires a three. Yes! Laney French from downtown. French has 7 points in the ballgame. Tough shot, and they get a foul down low against the Braves. That was Mytasia Ensley who took the shot. That's the first team foul this half against the Braves. They call it on Ashley Blakey. Official telling one of the Luers assistant coaches, I think that's either Austin Pace or Greg Rarer, one of the assistant coaches for Luer, who he's telling to sit down. A couple of notable names on this Luers coaching staff. Dory Javins was a great player here at Bishop Luers in her high school days. Solaire Starks started her high school career at Concordia and then transferred to Homestead and had a great career with both schools. Luers, meanwhile, finally has points here in the second half. And I beg your pardon, that was Harvest Green at the free throw line. She does have 12 points for the game. But up until that free throw, Luers had not scored at all here in the third quarter. From the baseline, it's Krickeberg. Check that, it's Caffey. Hadley Caffey. A quick outlet to Harvest Green. And there's the first field goal of the second half for Bishop Luers. French tries to go through, and it's poked out. Looks like that's Stover on the deck. And it's going to be Luers basketball as they trail by 22. JV team at Luers was down by 10 in the first half, or rather the second half. Came back to win that game. Varsity team's going to need a lot bigger than a 10-point comeback. Green across the timeline. Check that, it's Brown. Trinity Brown. Feed to Green. Count it, and one. Trinity Brown with a good feed, and Green makes it count. And she gets herself a trip to the line. 16 points for Harvest Green in this one. And again, you'll see these Lady Knights again on Friday as they take on the Northrop Bruins. Free throw is good, and it's a 19-point game. Luers looking to put on a little pressure as Krickeberg comes across the timeline. Caffey gets the feed, brings it back outside. Right now, Bellmont perhaps content to let some time milk off the clock before they take a shot here. They would not be content with a turnover, though. That's almost what happened as Krickeberg looks to drive and feeds it outside. Corner three, yes! Caitlin Barton. Inbound goes to Bischoff. Kick to the corner. Sanchez feeds it off. Three on its way. Too strong. Nearly an offensive board and finally picked up by Green, and she's fouled on the floor. Krickeberg called for the foul. That's her second, third team foul on Bellmont. Wide open, at least at first Bischoff was wide open. Now she gets to the paint but couldn't spin it home. And here come the Braves. The feed inside to Caffey. Caffey spins but couldn't finish. Addie Warner with a good box out down low. She had Kitson right on her. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Bischoff looks to drive and feeds that one out to Brown. Oh, good look. Green down low, puts it home. That'll give Green 16 points for the night. Check that, 19. I was off by a few. You get a foul called against the Braves. Caffey called for the foul. That is the 4th team foul on Bellmont, so the next one would send Luers to the line for double bonus. After a long break, Marianne Blakey will check back in. Inbound goes to Harvest Green. Green looks to attack, gets across the timeline, and she feeds that one over to Trinity Brown. Check that, that's not Brown, that's Arcelia Sanchez. Poked away, out of bounds, off of Bellmont. It's off Krickeberg with 1:18 left to go. Bischoff inbounds to Green. Green looking to go baseline, and she's fouled. That'd be the 5th team foul against Bellmont, so that will put Harvest Green at the line for double bonus. And Green able to roll in the free throw. That puts her at 20 points for the night. Foul was called on Ashley Blakey. Green's free throw doesn't fall, and Marianne Blakey gets the board. Marianne Blakey trying to go all the way, and she's fouled from behind. She'll go to the line. That's already the 7th team foul against Luers. Addison Bischoff tagged with it, and Blakey will go to the line to shoot 2. First one rattles in. Marianne Blakey does not have a made shot from the field here in the second half, but she does have 16 total points. And plenty of makes from the field in the second half. Kept alive at first by Ashley Blakey, but then she turns it over. And we're going to get a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Ashley Blakey, and I think that's her 4th. It is her 4th. So Ashley Blakey is now 1 foul away from fouling out of this game. This free throw is good. And that is Harvest Green at the line. She's got 21 points to lead all Luers scorers. And again, Bellmont now without one of their top scorers, at least for the time being. As Ashley Blakey has gone to the bench with 4 fouls. The next one means she fouls out of the game. French dishes it to the corner. 3 ball on its way, short. Offensive board, Krickeberg, and she draws the foul. Trinity Brown called for the foul, and Oni Krickeberg will go to the free throw line. Short on the first one. It's a big lead for Bellmont, but with Ashley Blakey committing her 4th foul, I wonder how long she'll have to sit on the bench. Probably for the rest of this quarter at least, as Krickeberg spins in the second free throw. That's 12 points for Krickeberg as Bellmont puts on some pressure. Loose ball taken away. It's Krickeberg with the steal. Blocked on the other end. Out of bounds off Luers with 34.6 left to go in the third. Kitson able to get it in. French will fire. Hits a 3. Lainey French picking up the slack with Blakey on the bench. And that's taken away. It's French to the basket. Got it. Lainey French, 5 straight points. 10 seconds stolen again. Marianne Blakey throws up a wild one, and that's an offensive foul. She threw the elbow out. And for Marianne Blakey, that's her 3rd. Comes with 6.8 seconds to go. So now Marianne Blakey's in foul trouble. Andy Heim got an explanation, but clearly does not agree with it. 2 seconds. Warner fires up a wild shot. She could have dribbled a little quicker and got a more high percentage chance, I thought. But it's a 24-point lead for Bellmont going into the fourth quarter. Back after this on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it. I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them. We ain't never make it up. Back for everything I ever lost. I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth. We in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce.
It's Bellmont on top, 58-34 as we start the fourth quarter. Worth mentioning that Marianne Blakey has 3 fouls. Ashley Blakey has 4, but a pretty big lead for the Bellmont Braves. Each coach has had their moments of disagreements with the official. We saw one earlier where Andy Heim disagreed on an offensive foul call, but his team's got a 24-point lead. Feed inside to Blakey, 1-on-2. Blakey trying to be careful with those 4 fouls. And with a big lead, you can be somewhat careful. More careful than usual. Poked away. Diving to the deck to get it was Sanchez, and now it's a jump ball, and the arrow will give it to Bishop Luers. $7:32 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Inbound to Green. Green double teams, short of the timeline. Got to beat that 10-second clock, and she almost did. She was fouled beforehand, though. Looks like it's going to be on Kitson. Check that. It's Caitlin Barton who's called for the foul. Just her second, first team foul this quarter on Bellmont. This time they get it across the timeline to Green. Green tries to fire it into Sanchez. That ball was poked in the air. French touched it out of bounds. So Bellmont prevents an easy look, but it's still going to be Luers' ball. Harvest Green will inbound for the Knights. Looking to get it in. She does, but that's off Jones and out of bounds. Inbound to Kitson. She gets it to French, who crosses the timeline. Looks like Luers is going to set up in a 2-3 zone. Hand off to Krickeberg. Krickeberg double team, looking for some help, and she finds it. That's Kitson. As we're inside, 7 minutes to play in this ball game. French finds an open teammate. It's Blakey. Marianne Blakey adds to her impressive night. Give her 18 points. Whistles blow as this ball goes out of bounds. It's off of Luers. Bellmont takes over up 26. Handoff goes to Barton. Barton wants to cross up the defender, finds French. French looks to drive. Kick back outside. Barton over to French. Back to Krickeberg. Corner 3 is good. Caitlin Barton from downtown, and Luers, or rather Bellmont, goes up 29. For Barton, that's her second three of the game, and a takeaway by French. Back out to Barton. She'll find French. French wants the three. No good. Offensive board. Putback won't fall. Blakey missed it, but she's fouled. So Marianne Blakey will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws. When I last checked on that New Haven-Wayne game, New Haven had gone up 5. That time Blakey not fazed by the noises from the crowd. She's got 19 points in this ball game. And now New Haven's up 6, 68-62. Looking to bounce back after their home loss to Blackhawk Christian. Second one rattles in. (65-34). 5:46 left to go in regulation. Warner has it poked out. French trying to secure it. Could not. That was picked up by Brown. Trinity Brown trying to get to the basket, and she walked. Couldn't keep her feet as she stumbled to the ground. Five and a half to go here in quarter number 4. The JV game went to overtime with Luers getting the win, but here in the varsity game, slowly but surely, the Braves have pulled away to a 31-point lead. Outside to Kitson. Kitson will dish it to French. Taking a lot of time off the clock, which for Bellmont, that's a good thing. It's not a running clock situation yet, but they can dribble around and take as much time off the clock as they want before taking their next shot. They've worked the clock down under 5 minutes, but that's a turnover. Wayne is pulled within 1 meanwhile against New Haven. 68-67 the score over there. Whatever the result might be, I think New Haven has about a 20-minute, maybe 15-minute drive, or bus ride rather, back to New Haven High School. Be a lot longer for Bellmont from here. 3 ball is good. And I think that was Brown. Trinity Brown. Indeed it was. She's in double figures for the night. 10 points for Brown. Green playing real close to Kitson, and she fouls her. That is the second team foul on the Knights, and Green commits just her second foul. She's been able to avoid any sort of foul trouble. Which is the second team foul on the Knights, so no free throws, and for Bellmont, I think they're okay with that. They look to take a little bit more time off the clock. Hadley Caffey feeds that one off to Kitson. Caffey sets the screen. Hand off to Blakey. Blakey, cross court, knocked away, out of bounds, off Luers. 4:07 to go. .407 left to play. The inbound to Kitson. I have not seen any of Ashley Blakey. Oh, there she is on the floor. She is playing with 4 fouls, though. I think Andy Himes comfortable letting her come in with his 28-point lead, though. High screen set there by Caffey. Kitson backs it out, and she is fouled. Looks like that's going to be on Green or Sanchez. Neither of those two. It's on Mytasia Ensley. It's the third team foul on Luers. They've got one more foul to give. Bellmont is on the road at East Noble on Friday. Luers is back here taking on Northrop on Friday. It's the next game for each of these two teams. The game against East Noble is going to be a big one. Knights are having a real good season. Caffey had it blocked, got it back, missed the reverse. And the board pulled down by Ensley and out of bounds off of Bellmont. 3:12 left to go in quarter number 4. They get the ball over to Bischoff. Brown trying to get inside. Got double teamed there by Blakey. Sanchez able to recover. Little shot fake. Trinity Brown. Pull-up jumper. Too strong. And that board pulled down by Kitson. Kitson gets it over to Blakey. That's Ashley Blakey. Again, she is playing with those 4 fouls, but with a big lead. I think Andy Himes okay leaving her in. Caffey missed the shot. Got after it, but threw it away. Harvest Green coming down the floor. It's a 20-plus point night for Green. Could not add to it on that possession as Kitson rips away the board and she's fouled. That's going to be the 4th team foul on Luers here in the 4th quarter. The next one will put will put Bellmont at the free throw line. Right now we've got 2:22 left. Kitson across the timeline. Coming up on 2 minutes to play here at Luers. And Belmont's going to have a long ride back to Decatur. Well, it might not be that long. Decatur is south of here, and we are in South Fort Wayne. High lob inside through the legs of French, and that goes out of bounds. It's about a 25-minute bus ride from here in South Fort Wayne. It's long depending on where you are in Fort Wayne. I mean, 25 minutes from one town to another, not that long, all things considered. But it will be a long bus ride to Kendallville. That's where Belmont's going on Friday when they take on the East Noble Knights. That's blocked by Caffey. Almost a travel. They don't call it. It's late in the game. Cross-court feed. Buchwald couldn't put it in. And that's Blakey with the recovery. She swings it down the floor to Lainey French. High pass, too high. Brianna Converset couldn't get to it. Converset's the only senior on this Bellmont team. Other than that, it's largely sophomores and juniors. By the looks of things, this Bellmont team is going to be pretty good for the next couple of years. Maybe the next 3 years. Like I said, you've got juniors and sophomores starting for the Braves and playing at a very high level. This team won the NE8 last year. This year they still got a battle with Norwell. That game doesn't come till January. Loose ball picked up by Maya Schlemmer. And we get a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to Bellmont. Coming up on 1 minute to play. A little crossover there by French. The feed to the outside. Schlemmer missed the 3. Offensive board. Putback is good by Caffey. Hadley Caffey off the bench. And we're inside the final minute. A little shot fake that time. 3 ball is good. Elise Jones knocks one down. She's on the board for the first time in this one. But right now, Bellmont, all they have to do is dribble around, take some time off the clock. They did go for a shot there with 18.9 seconds left. They really didn't need to do that. But they call the foul on Mytasia Ensley, her 4th. And I believe that's Caitlin Bourne at the free throw line. Indeed it is, number 33 for Bellmont. She stretches the lead to a 28-point lead with 18.9 to go. Second one's good. 29-point lead for the Lady Braves. Well, the Knights will probably hold for the final shot here. This is going to be a big win for Bellmont on the road. And again, they'll go on the road again this coming Friday to take on East Noble over in Kendallville at the Big Blue Pit. Kennedy Chapin in off the bench. She played in the JV game. That three will count if it goes, but it does not. The Bellmont Braves win it 69-40 over the Bishop Luers Knights. And that is your ball game. JV game went into overtime with Luers getting the win, but in the varsity game, Bellmont gets the win 69-40 to improve to 9-1 on the season. And they got a big matchup with East Noble coming up on Friday. Luers is right back here taking on Northrop. That'll be on Friday as well. Well, it's time to award our Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game, and I'm going to recognize Marianne Blakey. 20-point night for Blakey. Continued to play at a high level even in the second half. Marianne Blakey, your Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game. That's going to do it from here at Bishop Luers High School. Bellmont wins it 69-40 over Bishop Luers. For my camerawoman, Brenna Spooler, this is Thad Goff saying so long from Bishop Luers High School. You've been watching high school girls basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Good night from Luers.
Court from the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.